Welcome to the 2026 Silver Stick Finals Tournament here from McMorran Place Arena. And this evening we have the Hampton Roads 12UA Whalers against the Port Huron Flags 2013 team. My name is Will Wiggleman. I am the broadcaster for the Port Huron Prowlers, the professional hockey team here in Port Huron that plays out of this building, McMorran Place Arena. And I will be bringing this one to you right here on the PHP Network YouTube channel, which is where we stream every single Port Huron Prowlers game all season long. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are excited to bring you this presentation of the 2026 International Silver Sticks Finals in the 13U and 12U Single A tournament. Again, this is something new that we are trying just for tonight. We'll also have the opening ceremonies of the tournament here on the YouTube channel as well. That will be a separate stream that you can find there on our YouTube channel. Again, PHP Network YouTube channel. But again, we are very excited to bring this to you guys for the very first time and get a chance to get these kids some recognition on YouTube and on our live stream. Again, the same place where we stream the pro hockey team here in Port Huron. This game will be coming up in just about a couple minutes from now, so stay tuned here on the PHP Network.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorran experience. This is Prowlers hockey. Get your tickets for the show now at phprowlers.com/tickets.
Keep up with your Prowlers all season long on social media. Follow us on Facebook at the Port Huron Prowlers, Instagram at PH Prowlers, and Twitter at PH Prowlers. And you can find more information on our website, phprowlers.com.
And welcome back here to McMorran Place Arena in snowy, frigid Port Huron, Michigan, as the Hampton Roads 12UA Whalers take on the Port Huron Flags 2013 team. This part of the Pool A in the 13U, 12U Single A Silver Stick Finals Tournament here at McMorran Place. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I will be joined tonight alongside another youth hockey player in our community, Christopher Dent. Now, Christopher, welcome up to the broadcast booth.
Thank you, Will.
You'll hear from me, you'll hear from Christopher. And we have the Port Huron Flags and the Hampton Roads Whalers. For you, 15 minutes on the clock for period number one. Both of these teams looking for their first win of this tournament, both coming in 0-1-1 so far. And we are underway here this evening as the Flags look for their first opportunity. It's Camden Falter, number 15. Trying to get back on that puck behind the net. Grabbed now by Colton Carrier, number 6. Shot from the point, didn't get all the way through. And up comes Jackson Masterson for the Hampton Roads Whalers. Got it ahead in the direction of a teammate, but taken back by the Port Huron Flags. Foley West all the way ahead. Carrier got it deep. Heading there for it, William Briesbrecht. He's knocked down. Now Hampton Roads looking for an exit. Liam Phillips gets into the offensive zone and dumps the puck down deep. Grab behind the net and swung back up this way past the point. Whalers looking to come right back in. And it's dumped deep by Nico Watson, number 22. Waiting for it along the boards with a shot towards the net was Jacob Mikulashek. Put on goal and gloved and held by the Flags goaltender MJ Lengoff, wearing number 28 in net. We'll have a face-off down in the Port Huron Flags end. 1.5 minutes gone in the opening period. Face-off won back by the Whalers. Quick shot goes wide. Sent out of the zone. Masterson off the boards. He tried to get back in, but offsides are the Whalers. Jackson Masterson, I'm told, likes the nickname Matrix. Of course, I mentioned I'm alongside Christopher Dent. Christopher, what is your nickname in the hockey locker room?
My nickname is...
Oh, there's a goal! Vigo Liptak has the first one for the Hampton Roads Whalers. They have a 1-0 lead. A nice face-off win for the Whalers, and a good backhander from the slot.
That was honestly kind of dirty.
Christopher Dent approves of that one as the Whalers take the 1-0 lead. Flags looking for an answer. Carrier up the boards. They get it out of the zone. Shot didn't get all the way through. Puck sits there loose, and it's knocked away. Bodies flying on top of the puck, and it's slid out of the zone. Liam Carlton working in, but his team offsides at the line. Flags will make a change ahead of this face-off. The draw will be taken by Colton Young, number 8, who I'm told raises chickens on his farm in nearby Sanilac County. And Colton Young has just drew a penalty as he was tripped up. The Flags will get the first power play of this game, trying to tie the score. Looks like it's Liam Carlton headed to the penalty box. Off this face-off, the Whalers try and send it around, but it goes off the glass, up out of play.
Whoa.
Off the face-off, the Flags win it, and they'll send it down deep. Vincent Federley wearing number 19. We'll talk a little bit more about that number and that name further on in the broadcast. He handed it off. The pass to the point missed, and the Flags have to go all the way back. Vincent Federley, not the only Federley 19 that plays here in this building. His father's cousin is Austin Federley, the captain of the Port Huron Prowlers, again the professional hockey team in the FPHL, Federal Prospects Hockey League, that plays in this building. Flags looking for an opportunity. Pass in front was blocked by Masterson on a knee. Federley able to push through, hands it off to a teammate, Bo Bellinger. But instead the Whalers come out. Bellinger couldn't find that puck. Masterson did, and he sends it across to his defense partner, Briesbrecht. 20 seconds left in the power play for the Flags. Puck moved ahead. Backhander in front was sticked away by the goaltender, Brian Cole. Pass in front, tipped wide by Benny Bartlett, number 3. Penalty has expired. Again, minute and a half penalties in this game as Liam Carlton moves ahead by himself for the Whalers. He was surrounded by Flags. Bounced up the near side boards. And now skated out. Colton Young working his way in with a shot. Didn't get it cleanly off. Good stick by the Hampton Roads defense. Upped around to the far side. Chance to toss it out. And it ends up in the neutral zone. Flag down there. Pass ahead to West was out of his reach. And now a steal by the Flags. Colin Blake trying to shake free. Puck in his skates. And now it's grabbed by Jesse Smith. Rimmed around the boards, kept alive. Loose puck in the corner. Carlton able to clap it all the way down. And it will be an icing against the Hampton Roads Whalers.
Well, fun fact, if you want to get a good shot on that, you have to have it like on the middle of your stick so you can get a good rip on it. And that's to all the hockey players out there.
Good analysis. Thank you, Christopher. Off deep in Hampton Roads territory, taken and won by Port Huron. Comes to the point. Kept alive. And now chased after in the corner by a couple of players. Masterson up back where it came from. Now a shot stopped. And puck loose for a moment, but then covered up by Cole. That was Camden Falter who got towards the net for the Port Huron Flags. He'll get back to his skates in the goal crease. Take another look at that opportunity. Face-off will be between Falter and Nico Watson. Walter digging forward in the corner, poked up the boards. And now the Whalers look to move ahead. But instead it's taken back by Port Huron. Walter trying to work in. Masterson takes over for Hampton Roads. Up the wall. Sent just out of the zone. Port Huron looks to go back in again. Masterson spinning away from a check. Able to toss it ahead all the way down. And another icing here against the Hampton Roads Whalers. And for those of you who may be tuning in and not knowing much about either of these two teams, the Hampton Roads Whalers are out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Of course, the Port Huron Flags out of right here in Port Huron, Michigan, our local Youth Hockey Association, the Port Huron Minor Hockey Association. And Christopher, you are part of the Port Huron Minor Hockey Association, yes?
Yes, I do, and I play double hockey. I play double hockey. I play double A hockey.
Here's an opportunity as the Flags getting on the puck in numbers. Are you hoping you'll play in the Silver Sticks as well, Jim, when you're old enough?
I've already did, and we didn't win it, but we didn't win any of our 3 games to move on. But in our Winter Meltdown tournament, We did make it to the semifinals, but we got beat bad by KOHA, which stands for Kalamazoo Hockey Club.
Ah.
So.
What did you think of your Silver Sticks experience? Was it fun? Was it fun?
Yes, it was.
Oh, here's a chance in front, and somehow that one wouldn't go as MJ Langoff got down on top of it. And a big save from the Port Huron netminder. Keep it 1-0. And the Whalers just trying to get pucks on net. And MJ Langoff looked behind him, but he had the puck underneath, and he'll juggle and hang on to this one as well. And we can get a good look at that mask that MJ Langoff is sporting. I got to see it earlier on today as the Flags are using the Port Huron Prowlers locker room. He has a Prowlers logo on one side and the Flags logo on the other. So a cool little homage to the pro team here in Port Huron.
I'm kind of sure that's custom.
I think it is too. I gotta find out where he got that customized. I might need one of my own. Here come the Flags. Pass in front towards Federley, just poked wide. And a good play by Colin Blake to put the puck towards the scoring area. Now the Whalers looking for an attack. Trying to break through Colton Clegg. Here is Clegg, gave it to Carlton, couldn't get a shot away. Schmier all the way around the net, centered out in front, right in tight, big save Langoff, and then fired wide.
I would say that one of my team's goalies is like one of the best in the league.
Yeah?
Yep. And he's made some very good saves this season, so.
Well, it's important to have good goaltending. There was a nice glove save by Brian Cole, the goaltender for the Hampton Roads Whalers.
And one game, my goalie actually made a diving glove save to keep us alive in the game.
That's a highlight reel kind of save right there, it sounds like.
Yes. If we had an official podcast like this, I'm sure they would play it like 5 times.
Over and over and over again.
Yep.
Carrier, pardon me, moved the puck ahead for the Flags. Camden Fulter trying to skate ahead on the left wing side. Here he comes. Fulter to the net, and it's stopped by Cole. It's underneath his pad, and he'll get the whistle. As Camden Fulter, the younger brother of the other goaltender on this Flag squad, Addison Fulter, got his way to the net. We got a face-off down in Hampton Roads End. Good face-off win there by Mika Lashek. He tried to move ahead with the puck. Ran into a defender. Here comes Young the other way. Young trying to get to the net, and that knocked off his stick. Bounced around to the far side. Luke Woodward kept it moving up the far boards. Bounced out of the zone. Hustling back for it is Rolly West. West with a long lead pass on to Jamison Scott, number 25. Don't be surprised if we see Jamison Scott in the penalty box. He leads these Flags in penalty minutes this season.
Yep.
Scott trying to cause some trouble for Masterson on the forecheck. Here's Young with a chance. He shoots, kick saved by Cole. Flag still buzzing.
That was a good save.
That shot missed wide from Scott. Young able to get it back deep. Masterson trying to take control for the Whalers. Masterson hard off the boards and all the way down. And we will get an icing with just under 4 minutes left to go in the first period. The Hampton Roads Whalers leading the Port Huron Flags by a score of 1-0. And there's a good look at that mast for Langhoff. You see the Flags logo on one side, and he didn't turn his head the other way, but there is a Prowlers logo on the other. Out comes Carlton for Hampton Roads. Able to cross the blue line, but had the puck poked away, and back come the Flags.
A little problem with
centered out in front, Federley digging away, puck still loose, and the Whalers able to get it out of danger, at least momentarily. Federley's turnaround shot didn't get through. Put back towards the net, and slid just wide by Bartlett. Up the boards out of the zone, and here come the Whalers with a chance. Quick shot, they score! Liptak has his second goal of the game, and the Whalers have a 2-0 lead.
Oh, well, a little problem with my team is we have it's kind of one of our teammates is because like he just won't stay inside. It's just a big problem, and that's why we're not scoring many goals this season. So.
Well, that was a snipe by the Whalers. Here's a chance for the Flags, and able to make the save was Cole.
And fun fact about me, I lead my team in goals. I have 18 goals this season.
That's a lot.
I'm hoping to get at least like 20 this season, so I can have a chance of like 30. So that's one goal I've had in my hockey career.
Here's a chance for the Flags. Kick saved by Cole, and up come the Whalers the other way. Loose puck. Poke back down deep. Falter sent it around this side. Liam Phillips got it down low. Stuck up behind the net. A battle for it. Phillips gets to the puck. Harassed by Rowan Blaze. Blaze ahead. Poked along. And now Woodward off the boards. Just got through Blaze. Phillips into the offensive zone, but he was stood up there. Falter with a nice move, but he couldn't split through the Hampton Roads defense. Now a 2-on-1 for the Whalers. Schmier with a shot stopped, and the rebound cleared away.
Hey, nice save, Langhoff. Nice job.
This one sent ahead. Scott hustling after it, but instead it's Luke Hayden who gets there first. Hayden's pass finds Schmier. Sent right in on Langhoff, who will cover it up for a whistle and a face-off. And now I was told by the coaching staff for Hampton Roads that Jackson Schmier also likes to be called Lambo for his love of Lamborghinis. He has a Lamborghini sticker on his helmet. That's dedication.
Yeah. Lamborghinis are kind of like $25,000. So.
I think some of the parents who are watching this broadcast know how low you went with that number. I don't think you know how low you went with that number, but that is a very... If you could find a Lamborghini for $25,000, you'd have to wonder if it works. Or if it's a remote control car.
Yeah.
They are very expensive cars. Here's a chance for Hampton Roads. Shot goes off the side of the net. So we're under a minute to go in the first period.
I was way off on that.
We'll look it up between periods. Sent on goal and a stick save by Langhoff.
I honestly want to be podcasted all night.
You're going to join the broadcast all night?
Yeah, like for this game.
All right. Well, we'll have you all night. There's an offside. You talked about how that can interrupt offensive plays for your team.
Yeah. So Well, I lead my team in goals and block shots. So.
True two-way forward, Christopher Dent up here.
Yep, true two-way forward. So basically, I have about like 15 block shots or something. So I would say that's most in like flags AA hockey, like in history or something.
In history?
I'm kidding.
You think so? 14 seconds left to go in the period. Whalers looking for one more chance. Lengoff able to make a stick stop. Flags trying to clear it out. Jesse Smith threw it towards the net. And that will do it for the opening 20 minutes, or 15 minutes, I should say, of this one. The Hampton Roads Whalers getting 2 goals from Vigo Liptak, and they have a 2-0 lead. And we will get the Zamboni out after this period. No more Zamboni runs for the rest of the game, just this one. And then we will have the second and third periods. We'll see if the Flags can start to build a comeback here.
It's not the FPHL, Will.
It is not the FPHL. But we do still get the one ice cut.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking you think this is like FPHL or something like.
Yes, I will probably say 20 minutes a couple of times throughout this game. But the players head to the locker rooms with the Hampton Roads Whalers leading it by a score of 2-0. We'll be back as soon as the ice is clean for period number 2 here from McMorran Place at the 2026 International Silver Stick Finals.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorran experience. This is Prowlers hockey. Get your tickets for the show now at phprowlers.com/tickets.
Keep up with your Prowlers all season long on social media. Follow us on Facebook at the Port Huron Prowlers, Instagram at PH Prowlers, and Twitter at PH Prowlers. And you can find more information on our website, phprowlers.com.
Welcome back here to McMorran Place Arena in Port Huron, Michigan. Getting set for the start of the second period between the Hampton Roads Whalers and the Port Huron Flags. The Whalers have a 2-0 lead through 15 minutes of play. Another 15 up on the clock for period number 2 on a fresh sheet of ice. My name is Will Wiggleman. In case you are just joining us, I am the broadcaster for the Port Huron Prowlers, the professional team in the Federal Prospects Hockey League that calls McMorran Place home. And I am excited to bring you Silver Stick hockey for tonight's game, and hopefully next year we will be able to do some more of the Silver Sticks. But this is kind of like a test run for us, and we are very excited again to bring that to you. We're also alongside Christopher Dent, who plays for the Port Huron Minor Hockey Association. So Christopher, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, Will. It's great to be on the show. So, to the people that are watching on the PHP network, look to the west side of the arena and by the Chuck-a-Puck store, and you'll see Dalton Jay's number in the Raptors. His number was retired. His number was retired last weekend at the Prowlers game.
Yes, Dalton Jay, the first Port Huron Prowler to have his number retired. We'll see if we can get you a look at that, but very exciting stuff from the pro team here at McMorran Place. If any of you are curious, maybe some of you watching back in Chesapeake, Virginia for the Hampton Roads Whalers, you can find more about the Prowlers at phprowlers.com. And your local FPHL team is in Wytheville, Virginia. That would be the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Just in case you're curious about the professional hockey in your area. The Hampton Roads Whalers have a 2-0 lead as we're underway in period 2. Both goals coming off the stick of Vigo Liptak.
And speaking of the Prowlers, if you want to buy tickets, go to phprowlers.com/tickets.
I've taught you well.
Yes. I've just been hearing on the ads. So.
Flags looking for an opportunity to get on the scoreboard. Puck bounced to the point. Colton Carrier couldn't get a shot through. And you said Colton Carrier is your neighbor, right?
Across the street neighbor. Every summer.
Quick whistle there as the referee lost sight of the puck.
And every summer we go out to play like a little football. And a lot of those sports, like a little baseball, football, all those things.
You may have noticed that Colton is one of the taller players on the ice. He also does play basketball in nearby Fort Gratiot.
Yes. And speaking of Fort Gratiot, my brother, Michael Dent, he goes to Fort Gratiot. And so Colton's older brother, Aiden, he goes to Northern, which you probably heard of. They are good.
There's a chance in front for the Flags, and shot just missed wide. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, okay. So, and in Northern, they're good. They're a good high school. And PH in Northern, PH stands for Port Huron High School. Port Huron Northern and Port Huron High School have been rivals for ever since they've created those schools. So that's a fun fact if you didn't know about Northern or Port Huron High School.
So we are getting our first power play for the Whalers in this game, as Camden Falter is in the penalty box. We were talking in the first period about Lamborghinis, and you said a Lamborghini would be about $25,000. We looked it up. How much was a Lamborghini when we looked it up? Do you remember?
200. $200,000 to $500,000. I was like 20. I was like 200 off. Something.
Just a little bit off. We're getting another penalty here, this one against the Hampton Roads Whalers. So we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute and 22 seconds. And then a very brief Port Huron Flags power play.
A 4-on-4 hockey is honestly an uncommon thing to have in hockey. The thing to do in hockey. So I've never had I've had 4-on-4s.
Oh, there's a nice move and a chance and a big save made by Langall.
He was kind of like Reed Cooper doing that flying coat turn.
Reed Cooper, the goaltender for the professional Port Huron Prowlers.
Some people call him...
Federally trying to set her in front. And it's taken over by the Whalers.
So, some people call Reed Cooper the Great Wall Coop. The Great Wall Coop.
Great Wall Coop. And I think those fans at home who might not be from Port Huron or from Michigan, they'll just have to tune in on the PHP network to find out why they call Coop that.
Well, I've just been I've just been at the Prowlers games hearing people say, Great Wall Coop. So people have just been giving him nicknames a lot. But I would say if it was up to Austin, he would just pick Great Wall Coop.
That's a good one. Here are the Whalers trying to work the puck out of their own end.
And
Marco Colaccio gets the puck deep.
And speaking of Austin Dunn is the announcer for the Port Huron Prowlers.
Yes, the PA announcer here in the arena.
And his booth is right across from us.
Yes. Colton Young slid the puck ahead. It's bounced back by the Hampton Roads Whalers.
So
they dump it only as far as the blue line, and now the Flags trying to get it out. Rowan Blaze spins it up the near side boards, cut off, and now slid out. Falter looking in front, centering feed. One-timer was stopped. A great save made by Brian Cole. And now a penalty coming up. Possibly against the Flags here.
It is.
Indeed it is. Jamison Scott heading to the box. We mentioned he leads the team in penalty minutes.
I'm sure Sawyer Orr, which is our defenseman, people on my team call him Orzy. So we like that name for him and he likes it. So we just call him that, and Sawyer Orr has been leading us in penalty minutes, so he just been getting aggressive at the front of the net.
Flags on the penalty kill here, and Falter looking for a short-handed opportunity will just dump it in deep. Masterson behind the net. Had the puck taken away by Falter. He works behind the cage. Falter trying to get back after it along with Masterton. They tie up. Masterson. Whalers couldn't poke the puck out of the zone. Here's Falter looking towards the net. Shoots, and a kick save made by Cole.
Wow.
Bumping out that left pad. Another attempt towards the net was stopped by Cole off the stick of Bo Bellinger.
And the players are getting here for opening ceremonies, which is tonight.
Yes, lots of other teams joining us here at McMorran Place for the opening ceremonies that will be following this game. And you can also find those here on the PHP Network YouTube channel. That will be a separate stream from this one, but it is there on the PHP Network. we take another look at that slap shot off the stick of Liam Phillips. 13 seconds left in the Hampton Roads power play. The Whalers trying to work it down low. Blaze able to block it away for the Flags. Penalty has expired, back to 5-on-5. Puck sent over to the far side. Grabbed by Griesbrecht, but poked deep by the Flags. Kinsley Renaud chasing back after the puck again. And the stick lifted by Jesse Smith. West with a D-to-D pass, moved ahead to Young. Backhander deep. Slid up this direction. And now Blaze able to turn the corner and put the puck down low. Pass missed at the blue line. Falter back for it. Sent the puck ahead, but it's picked off by Colaccio, and he got caught by Falter. And that will be a penalty against Falter.
In my opinion, that shouldn't have been a penalty because because they just crashed into each other. So.
Tripping is the signal on that penalty. So Falter will sit in the box, and the Hampton Roads Whalers have another opportunity to add to the lead. Up 2-0 on 2 first period goals. This one sent all the way down by the Flags, and icing called.
When one of my teammates is like one of our, mainly our defense, they're like, the other team is poking at our goalie. Orzi, which I mentioned earlier, he just keeps like checking people to the chest to get him away, but he just gets called every time. So we're just trying to get him to stop doing that. But you can get him a little bit of.
Liam Carlton battling for that puck behind the net. Now it's Schmier looking in front. Pass blocked away, and the puck escapes the zone. Masterson bounces it towards Schmier, but as he tried to come back in, Carlton hadn't left the zone yet. So offsides called against the Whalers. They have 54 seconds left on their power play, and they will send out a new unit here. Flags will also make a couple of changes on defense as Armstrong and West head out there for Huron. Off this face-off, it's dumped in deep by Liptak, who is the only goal scorer in this game so far.
I would say the Flags' defense is pretty good. But they just let him up 2 goals, so.
Liptak able to smack the puck further, goes all the way down, and that is an icing called against the Hampton Roads Whalers.
I thought the Whalers were I thought Hampton was like, now the Carolina Thunderbirds are actually, which is another FPHL team, they got moved to the Twin City Thunderbirds.
Yes, just changed their name. They didn't move anywhere. Still playing the same building. Here come the Hampton Roads Whalers, but Liptak was stopped up by some good defense. And it's dumped back deep towards the Whalers' end. Diesbrick skating ahead for the Whalers. Diesbrick still moving along, but poked it too far ahead, and the Flags get it back down in the Whalers' end. Colton Young got the puck deep, and now it's Fulter behind the net, waiting for some help off the bench. Fulter couldn't drag the puck to the middle, and it's bounced out of the zone.
I thought the Whalers were from where the Thunderbirds were from, Winston-Salem.
And now a chance for the Flags. The shot was stopped by Cole with the blocker. Hook back out in front and cleared away. Good defense by Hampton Roads, but the danger not over as Fulter works behind the net. Delayed penalty coming up against the Hampton Roads Whalers. And as they touch up, we will get the call with under 6 minutes left to go in the second period. And a good chance for the Port Huron Flags to get on the board. Nice blocker save there by Brian Cole.
I would say Cole. I would say he would be playing like AAA hockey because.
Think so? He's a pretty good goaltender.
He is a good goaltender. Honestly, Langhoff kind of looks small in that.
Here's an opportunity for the Flags. The shot glove down, and they get a quick whistle for Cole. As that puck was still loose, but the referee lost sight of it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why the refs lose sight of the puck. It's like a little black dot that you see. It's like pretty easy.
Well, sometimes it ends up behind some players and you can't see it.
Oh yeah, I just noticed they're wearing black and the puck is black, so.
Here's Fulter. Pass to the middle.
Oh.
Wouldn't connect. And the Whalers clear it all the way down past the net. So that is an icing against Hampton Roads. Still 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the Port Huron power play. Looks like we have a new goaltender in net for the Flags. It is Addison Fulter, number 91. Fulter, the MVP of Sykes Alley goaltending camp.
Wow.
And as we mentioned earlier, the older sister of number 15, Camden Fulter.
Oh.
There's a shot with a nice glove save from Cole. Shot off the stick of Colton Blake, who is the nephew of longtime Port Huron Minor Hockey Association board member and local legend Jimmy Blake. And now playing in Port Huron Minor Hockey Association. Flags regrouping back in their own end, and it's sent ahead to Young into the offensive zone. Young around behind the net. Blake wants the puck and sends it right in front, and unable to get that one to go is Bellinger.
Oh, good.
Puck comes just outside of the Whalers' end, so offsides called against the Flags with under 5 to play in period number 2. Still no goals in this second period. It is 2-0 Whalers.
So if you're a hockey player that's watching the PHP network right now, I got some news. At the end of this season, there's a roller hockey thing you can do to get. Roller hockey helps your strides get better and all that stuff. So if you're a hockey player watching this, I'd suggest you sign up. But they are during summer break. It is in June.
Well, it's a fun thing to do with your summer break. I'm sure they know a lot about roller hockey in Hampton Roads, down in Hampton Roads in Chesapeake, Virginia. Certainly get a lot of roller hockey going there. That was an offsides against the Port Huron Flags, so we'll get a face-off right in front of the penalty boxes between Fulter and Watson. West tried to slide the puck ahead, and Fulter gets to it. And then Fulter spinning in the corner. Had the puck taken away, sent up the boards, and tossed out of the zone. Hustling after it is Schmier for Hampton Roads. He and West go tumbling down to the ice, puck underneath them. And now on the near side, it's bounced up the wall and chipped out of the zone. Masterson able to keep Fulter from moving into the offensive end. Dump deep, and going over to it is Jay McAllister, number 55. Schmier takes over for the Whalers, and dump back deep once again by the Flags.
I would say Falter is the tallest kid on the flags.
Here's another tall kid, Colton Carrier, moving the puck ahead.
Surprisingly, he's taller than my brother.
Bounce back deep into the flags end. Puck tossed out. Jamison Scott lost the puck as it was stolen away. Here comes Schmier, 1-on-2. Schmier cuts to the middle with a shot rising, and it was blockered away by Addison Falter.
Hey!
Rowan Blaze was knocked down, and penalty to Nico Watson. So the Flags will get a power play here.
I think that's an elbow. Can you watch that again? Right
That was
there.
a nice blocker save, and indeed, the right call from you, Christopher Dent, as elbowing the signal from the referee.
In my opinion, if this was like 2-minute penalties, I would say they give him like a 5. It's because elbowing
so?
is a major penalty.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it's a minor penalty. You'll see both sometimes.
If it was unintentionally, it would be 1:30. But if it was intentionally, like on purpose, you're getting like a 5, or maybe a game misconduct.
Flags trying to work out from their own end on this power play.
What a
Colton
pass.
Young off the long pass, takes the shot, and it's gloved down by Brian Cole. Looked like a little bit of a windmill save there.
Brian Cole is like my goalie, one of my goalies. And that is Gabe Medoff.
Vincent Federley back out there on the ice. I have spotted Austin Federley, the Prowlers captain, who again, in case you missed it earlier, Vincent Federley's father's cousin is
Right
Austin
there.
Federley, the Prowlers captain, the Port Huron Pro team.
Right there.
Here's a chance in front. They score!
Wow.
Camden Fulter able to put it in, and the Flags are on the board.
I had this horn for opening day, and the lights went flashing. So
Great work down low, and there's Camden Fulter able to sneak it through. A power play goal for the Port Huron Flags.
what a shot by Falter. Wow.
Flags got pucks down low by the net and had lots of players there looking for rebounds. Puck backhanded around to the far side. Now back this way. Deesbrick behind the net. Tries to skate ahead. Deesbrick continues to move. Popped up in the air. And now the Flags look to work out. Federley slid it ahead. And now Smith takes over for the Whalers. Passed ahead on the stick of Schmier. Attempt towards the net, swung and missed. That was Clegg. Now Clegg tried to put it out in front, and a sliding play by West to block it. They worked it up the boards. Attempt from the outside, that is Barr. RJ Barr goes down behind the net. 25 seconds left to go in the period. Barr back with it. Gave it to Fulter, looking to the cage, and a save made by Cole on the high shot from Fulter. Final 10 seconds, one last chance for the Whalers in this period. Centering feed, it's loose in the crease. It wouldn't go, and the whistle blows as Addison Fulter was able to reach across and deny that opportunity. The Whalers got the puck right in front. That was Carlton who was digging for it, and Falter dove out, 2 seconds left, and that will do it for 30 minutes of play. Another 15 coming up shortly between the Port Huron Flags and the Hampton Roads Whalers. There's Luke James, another one of the Port Huron Prowlers, again the pro hockey team here in Port Huron, walking around, making appearances, and trying to help the Prowlers be part of this great tournament. But we'll be right back here on the PHP Network.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers hockey. Get your tickets for the show now at phprowlers.com/tickets.
We're ready for the third period here from McMorrin Place between the Port Huron Flags and the Hampton Roads Whalers. Here's a chance for the Flags going all the way around the net, and Young couldn't center it out in front.
Yep. Come on.
And now here's a chance for Hampton Roads. Puck knocked off of Calacio's stick. Pushed around to the near side. It's Scott moving it further up the boards and out of the zone. Masterson goes D to D to Luke Woodward. Tossed ahead and taken by Carrier. Toss back in, but they whistle that one down. Flags will get a change, and we've mentioned Vince Federley before, and according to my notes here, which were given to me by the coaching staff of the Port Huron Flags, he has a harder shot than Austin Federley's cousin. Do you think he has a harder shot than Austin Federley?
No. I would say like at PHL level, what would have like an average of like a 90 like 90 to 95. I would say like this age level, like I would say like 80 to 85.
You think that high, huh?
Yep.
Here's a chance for the Flags. It is Federley, and he scores! Right on cue. Vincent Federley ties the game.
Vinny coming up big here. Wow. What a berry.
And a nice play along the boards as well by the Port Huron Flags. That was Benny Bartlett who made the pass.
And Vincent Federley put that 5-hole.
A 5-hole goal, and the Flags have dug out of a 2-0 hole to tie things up early on in the third period. Now it is important to note that ties are an option in pool play, which is where we are now. So these two teams could tie. Both of these teams actually did tie their opening game of this tournament. As we get a whistle here, a holding penalty coming up. And we do want to let you know, for anyone who might be in the area, might know of their who might have contact with their players who are here and might come out to the Port Huron Prowlers game tomorrow night, 8:05 p.m. here at McMorrin Place. The Port Huron Prowlers players will be trading pins before that game, so be sure to get out here early. The doors open at 7 p.m. and again, you can trade pins with the pro hockey players here in Port Huron. So maybe let your players know if you're back there in Hampton Roads or in Chesapeake, Virginia. Maybe let the coaching staffs know, let the players know that they can trade pins with the pro hockey players here in Port Huron if they get here early tomorrow for that game if they're able to make it.
And I will be on the show in the second period.
Yes, Christopher Dent will join us for part of that game tomorrow on the broadcast.
Yep.
Here's a short-handed opportunity for Liptak, who already has 2 goals in the game, but his attempt towards the net didn't get there.
Go.
Up comes Young with a chance, and Cole able to make the save.
I figured it out. You have to make like a 1T pass on this guy.
Falter, the long-range shot kicked out, rebound. Grabbed by Bellinger all the way around behind. Pass back down low. Bellinger walks up the boards to the middle. That shot missed wide. And now Masterson able to fire it off the glass and all the way down. Castleton tried to get there first with an attempt towards the net that ended up behind the cage. Falter bounced it all the way ahead. That one taken in nicely by Bellinger. And now Young with an attempt towards the net. Bellinger taking a look. Spinning in the corner on Masterson. He has some help there. Now it's Falter looking in front. He tried to bounce it up high, but it got past Blaze at the point, and Blaze will hustle back.
And after that power play, we're back to 5-on-5.
Yes, power play is over as Rowan Blaze with a nice set of hair there on Rowan Blaze. Some good hockey hair.
I did used to have that, but after like 3 months, I decided it was just getting too long, so I decided to change to a mullet.
It's too much work, right?
Too much work to keep the hair out of the face. So,
puck dumped in here by the Flags. Whalers trying to work it out. The forecheck is on.
Some people call me the 80s guy.
The 80s guy with your mullet?
Yeah, it's because
I can see it.
It's because back in the 80s, mullets were popular.
Yes, they were. Jay McAllister was surrounded and had the puck sent back out. McAllister is the older brother of a squirt goalie phenom.
Oh.
There's a chance, they score! It's Camden Falter again, and the Flags have taken the lead.
Wow. What a shot by Falter. And I think that's the second 5-hole of the game. Oh, wait, no.
Is indeed the second goal of the game for Falter. Young came all the way in with the first shot. It got blocked, and Falter was following up the play.
And just like that, back-to-back 5-hole goals.
And how about that? Down 2-0 after the first period. The Port Huron Flags have fought all the way back.
It's like, if you're down by 2, Flags never give up. That's what my coach says to me.
Lots of stakes in this game as far as this tournament goes, as the loser of this game, or if there is a tie, the loser of this game will be eliminated from contention for the quarterfinals.
Yeah!
There's another one for the Flags.
Wow.
Looks like that was Jay McAllister who slid it home. A couple of quick ones for Port Huron. Right there in the dirty areas in front of the net. That's a place where you score goals, isn't that right?
Yep. I've scored a lot of goals there. And mainly I shoot like from the hash marks, and it goes like bar down or top shelf. So I'm a pretty nasty guy when I shoot.
You only go top cheese, huh?
Yeah, I got a lot of top cheese, and I scored my first goal with a top right cheese on a Flint team when we played the breast cancer game. speaking of breast cancer, the Prowlers breast cancer game is in March.
It is in March. Wow, you know our schedule well.
Yeah, it's got. I've seen a lot of the promo nights.
Here's a
on the
chance.
boards, and they just.
Flags looking for another, but had a player knocked down, and here come the Whalers looking the other way. Carlton drops the shoulder around behind the net. Liam Carlton trying to get away from Blaze. Carlton from a sharp angle, carried all the way to the near side, and back come the Flags. Puck still in the neutral zone. They battle for it right in front of the Hampton Roads bench. You see all the players and parents standing along the glass here as they get ready for the opening ceremonies. Again, coming up after this game, that is a separate stream here on the PHP Network YouTube channel. Young works to the outside, rising shot over top of the net. Grabbed on the other side by Bartlett. Federley twisting and turning behind the net, centered out in front. Young gets to it, and a save, rebound, score!
Wow!
Benny Bartlett has given the Flags a 5-2 lead, 5 unanswered goals for the Flags.
When the Flags go up by 1, they just buzz and score like 4 away. They just buzz the boys, and they just score 4.
And again, crashing for rebounds, those Port Huron Flags.
Yep, it's what we do. It's what we do.
Whalers looking for a response here. Phillips. He'll push it along, try and poke it towards the middle. Instead, the Flags take over as they swarm that puck. Bartlett lost it. Has a teammate backing him up. Battle for right at the blue line. And it's pushed all the way down, and icing called against the Whalers.
And speaking of Bartlett, Benny Bartlett actually, when Benny Bartlett and my brother Michael were in squirts, like Pee-wee. They played together.
Really?
And in roller hockey last year.
Well, they say Benny Bartlett is the team comedian.
Yeah, Benny is actually a comedian.
Here's a chance for Hampton Roads, but good defense there by Colton Carrier to prevent that opportunity. Now it's Camden Fulter bouncing it ahead. And it's chipped all the way down, but too far, so that will be an icing against the Flags with under 7 minutes to go in regulation. We are now joined by one of the pro hockey players, the Port Huron Prowlers, who play out of this building, Luke James, number 22. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Will. How are we?
Oh, it's been a fun game. How about it? A 2-0 lead for Hampton Roads, but now the Flags with a 5-2 lead.
5 straight, huh?
5 unanswered. But the Whalers trying to respond, and a good save there by Addison Fulter to cover up.
Yeah, get him out of the crease.
Well, you guys have a game tomorrow night.
Yes, we do.
Why don't you tell us a little more details about that?
8:05 p.m. puck drop. Should be a good one. Indiana Sentinels. Yeah, we have a little rivalry brewing there, so.
And again, if anybody would like to tune into that game, it's right here on this same YouTube channel, the PHP Network YouTube channel. And if you happen to be tuning in from the Port Huron or Michigan area and want to come out to that game, you get your tickets at phprowlers.com/tickets. And what have you guys been doing here? Are you meeting all the other teams?
Yeah, meeting some teams, getting asked about our new red pins we got here to trade. You can get those in the Prowlers team store, and we've been handing out some flyers as well.
Looks like a penalty coming up here. You know a thing or two about penalties.
Oh, come on. What about drawing penalties? Give me some credit for that.
I mean, you've been on both sides of the ledger a lot. Oh, look, here we are on camera.
Oh.
Everybody wave. We have Luke James here. That's Austin Federley, who we've talked about a couple of times. This is Jamie Bucell, alternate captain for the Prowlers. Austin, what do you think about your cousin scoring a goal in this one?
Yeah, I had my back turned to it, but I heard the crowd pop, and that was pretty cool.
Did the mic catch that?
I think it did, yeah, I heard it.
All right.
We got some good microphones up
It
here.
was some good crowd pop, though. I did hear that, yeah.
Yeah. Flags are back on the power play here as they work behind the net. Billinger trying to pull it out in front. Falter has the stick up in the air looking for a one-timer. Camden Falter has 2 goals in this game already. All 3 of you are wearing hats. If he scores a third, are you throwing them on the ice?
Yeah, I don't think we'll make it from here. Well, didn't your teddy bear make it from here?
I did. I made it onto the ice with the teddy bear toss earlier this year, so I think you can get the hat.
Yeah, but I heard you stood all the way back at the wall and did a running start. Is that true?
Can't confirm or deny.
Huh?
This puck covered up by Brian Cole. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 5:12 left to go in regulation, as the Port Huron Flags have a 5-2 lead.
This place kind of jumping.
Yeah, a lot of players, lots of parents. Hopefully some of them will be able to come out to the Prowlers game tomorrow night.
All right, I'm going to hand it over to my roommate here.
Oh, and we're getting Austin Federley now on the mic. Austin Federley, a Silver Sticks alumni, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got to see some pictures of Austin Federley from his Silver Stick days just the other day.
Yeah, I was actually talking to my cousin, my cousin's dad. He should send me a picture of him sitting in my stall, and I had to bring up the memory that we found in the old scrapbook that I was sitting in the same stall that I use now when I was at his age as well.
Purely coincidence too, right?
Yeah. Didn't plan that.
What do you remember from that Silver Stick experience?
Well, we struggled a little bit, you know, but we had a lot of fun, and it was exactly what you see here. Like all the kids down here trading the pins. They're going nuts. They're trying to get the best ones. There's a big NHL 82 pin everyone's after. I've been asked 5 times if I had one. Oh, look at that.
Wow, what a goal from Colton Young, end to end, to make it 6 for the Flags.
I thought that was Connor McDavid for a second.
You might have to tell the Prowlers coaching staff about him. Maybe put him on the prospects list.
Yeah, he's going in the database. But yeah, no, like this event is the same as it's been since my dad even played in it. The kids down here trading pins, they got their towels. Some of these kids got flip books down there now. They have so many pins, but it's just awesome to see like this is still the same as it was, you know, 20, 30 years ago even. It's just amazing that this can continue at a high level.
Always a fun thing every single year, and again, so many weekends of it too. This isn't the only weekend. As the Whalers trying to get back on the board. Pass out in front, eluded Schmier. And here come the Flags. They have been buzzing in this third period. Hard hit in the corner there. That's some physical play, but a little too much for this level of hockey. There will be a penalty coming up against the Flags. Puck touched up by Federley, and we'll get the call right to the box. Knew it right away. Colton Blake, or Colin Blake, pardon me. The Whalers will get a power play here, trying to get themselves another goal.
Oh, I'm just reading your notes here.
Puck loose behind the goaltender. They whack away. And it's underneath all the bodies. Madison Falter able to cover up. I did not write these notes. These notes came straight from the coaching staff, but you are reading the one that says he has a harder shot than his cousin Austin Federley.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I'm sure that came right from him too, right?
Oh, yeah. He thinks he's better than me already, which he might be. Oh.
Here's a goal for the Whalers as they get on the board with a power play marker. Right off the face-off. The quick shot. And how about that? A hat trick for Vigo Liptak. You gotta throw your hats on the ice.
No, that's the away team. We don't throw them for the away team. You know that.
There is bias up here. I'm trying to be unbiased, but there is a little bias.
Oh, I can't lie. I'm fully biased right now.
I guess you can't root against your old organization.
Or blood.
You're an alum. Or blood, yeah. Not either. 3 minutes left to go as the Flags move ahead. Falter tried an inside-out move that was stymied. Camden Falter back on it again, pinned to the boards, and the puck slides out to center. Carrier all the way ahead, bounced all the way down, and an icing called against the Flags.
What do you think of the crowd here? Is this a Prowlers crowd or what?
This is a Prowlers crowd out here right now as we get another look at the hat trick goal for Vigo Liptak. Yeah, great crowd. And yeah, we should get another good crowd tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, we're out here promoting. A lot of teams are sounding interested of bringing the kids out, you know, if they aren't playing during it. But yeah, it sounds like we're gonna maybe set a record tomorrow.
We'll see. We're hoping to set some kind of an attendance record here. Maybe we'll be selling standing room only tickets by the end of the night.
Yeah, the fire marshal might have to come in and yell at us.
Yeah. Face-off coming all the way down to the Port Huron Flags end after the icing. And this draw will be between Liam Carlton and Colton Young. Young won it back. Carrier able to toss it all the way out, and we'll get another icing.
No icing. No icing. They waved it off.
They waved it off. Late wave there from the linesman. But we do get an offsides as all the other players in this tournament are making their way to their seats.
Yeah, it's pandemonium down there. I tried to get through to talk to some of the coaches about the game tomorrow night, and these kids are just going nuts for the pins right now.
I did get a head start on the pin exchange. I ran to some of the Flags the other day, and they asked me about pins, and I got them some of those great Prowler pins.
Yeah, I got one myself right now. I've been asked about 4 or 5 times if they could have it, but I was strictly told not to give mine away until the end.
There's Vince Betterly working up the boards. Getting some help from his teammates. West bounces it back up ahead, and Federley gets it out, battling with Masterson. Bartlett on goal, sticked away. Federley after it in the corner. Federley tried to put it out in front, hit a foot, and it comes back to him. He's surrounded this time, pins it to the boards and waits for some help. Up come the Whalers, entering the offensive zone. Liptak centered it. And pushed right through the goal crease. And pushed out all the way down. And we'll get another icing as we hit the final minute of play here in the third period. And how about this for the Port Huron Flags as Austin Federley will step away and get back to his duties, but thanks for joining us. And how about it? Looks like a W coming up for the Port Huron Flags.
Yeah, it's pretty huge. These guys are doing pretty well. A tie in their first game and a win in their second. They're on their way to the quarters so far. But I'll talk to you Prowlers fans later.
Well, thank you, Austin Federley, for joining us. We got Christopher Dent back on here. Here's a 2-on-1 chance. They go all the way around the net. It's Young trying to turn the corner, gets to the slot, tripped up, and Falter battling with Masterson for it. Those two tumble down to the ice with 35 seconds left to go. Hampton Roads looking for one more opportunity, but a good poke on the step by Young kept the puck in the zone. One-handed back in. Here's Fulter looking for the hat trick. Unselfish pass, but it's backhanded just wide. Good unselfish play there. Armstrong from the point. On goal, blocked away. And the Port Huron Flags will get their first win of this tournament. 6-3, they defeat the Hampton Roads Whalers. And a big win for this flag squad. You see they're celebrating hard. They're enjoying their time here at the Silver Stick Tournament. An awesome win. Chris Burdent, your thoughts on the game?
Well, what I would see this Flags team compared to our Flags team, I would say this team would play some good unselfish hockey, and that's just what they did. And the Flags just come out with a win, coming down 2-0, and once they get rolling, you just can't stop them.
Well, the Flags were down 2-0 after the first period, but they clawed their way back, and they scored 6 unanswered goals, and eventually won it 6-3. But Vigo Liptak, a star for the Hampton Roads Whalers, with a hat trick tonight. A couple of goals from Camden Fulter got the Flags going. As we take a look back at the highlights here, as we get set to close this one out, I want to thank everyone again for tuning into our broadcast as we get set for the opening ceremonies coming up here in just a few moments. We will have those here on the PHP Network. That is a separate stream on the PHP Network YouTube channel. So the crowd, the players, the fans, all getting hyped up for the opening ceremonies. Again, we'll have those here for you on the PHP Network YouTube channel. Again, Christopher, your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yep. So I feel like this Flags team could make the finals any day, any time. It's because they played some great unselfish hockey tonight, and then when they do unselfish hockey, just like that, you come out with an easy win, and once you score that first goal, you know where to shoot it, and that goalie knows where you're gonna shoot it, but you gotta put it on net quicker and make sure you get it down net.
Well, they are setting up for the opening ceremonies here, so we will head on out and get ready for those again. You can find that stream here on the PHP Network, but last word from you, Chris Burdent.
And make sure, if you want to watch the Prowlers game, come to McMorran. Make sure to get your tickets at phprowlers.com/tickets to come and watch the Prowlers here at McMorran.
And if you can't make it out here to McMorran, you can watch the Port Huron Prowlers Pro Hockey team for free here on the Prowlers YouTube channel. But for Chris Burdent and our entire crew up here, my name is Will Wiggleman. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast, and we will see you for the opening ceremonies here on the PHP Network.
And we will say goodnight to you all.
And good night to you all. And that's what we can do here at McMorran Place.
Have a good night, guys.